Welcome to Amir Shakil 5858, the War and Love Report. I am Amir. Good name. History is being written in Washington, D.C. The former President Donald J. Trump appeared in district court for arraignment today, not too far from the Capitol Hill where all the insurrection took place on January 6, 2020. He is facing 6 felony charges in this case. He was wearing blue suit and red tie and looked confident. Third time this year, Trump was arraigned for criminal charges. In the same court, hundreds of participants in the January 6 uprising on 2020 have been sentenced for prison terms. The charges against Mr. Trump are conspiracy to defraud the United States, obstruction in official proceeding, and conspiracy or against right to vote. Mr. Trump spoke to the reporters after this appearance in court.
When you look at what's happening, this is a persecution of a political opponent. This was never supposed to happen in America. This is the persecution of the person that's leading by very, very substantial numbers in the Republican Party.
Cameras were not allowed in the court, but a handful of reporters were given an access. Carrie Johnson was in the court. Let's hear what she has to say. She spoke with Jeff Bennett of PBS NewsHour.
Joins us now from the courthouse. Carrie, thanks so much for being with us. So you were in the overflow room. Give us a sense of how the proceedings unfolded, and what could you make out of Mr. Trump's demeanor?
Sure, we were all waiting, Jeff, most of the day for this proceeding to start. It started a little bit late after 4 p.m. and the former president entered through the back of the courtroom. He seemed pretty somber. He spent a lot of time talking with his two attorneys and seemed very animated and flipping through some court papers. And when the magistrate judge took the bench, Trump paid close attention to her. He talked about his name and his age, and he took an oath to tell the truth and answer her questions. It was quite a remarkable moment when the clerk called out the case of the United States versus Donald J. Trump, the former president of the United States, as you said, just really steps away from the U.S. Capitol, which was the scene of the crime here in many ways.
And Carrie, this magistrate judge, as I understand it, also told Mr. Trump, do not commit a crime, do not tamper with the jury. Is that right? How did he respond?
Sure. The magistrate judge, Sheila Upadian, basically said Trump would be released on very limited conditions. One, pretty basic, don't commit a new crime, a new alleged crime while you're out on release. And two, don't retaliate against anyone using as a witness. Don't talk with people who might be witnesses without the presence of their lawyers. And Trump nodded and said he understood all of that. And he basically paid close attention to the judge and seemed to follow along with what she was saying.
Mr. Trump's attorney, John Lauro, shared in the courtroom an argument that he shared on this program last night. He said the government had years to investigate, years to bring this case, and that the Trump legal team would need more time to bring a defense. Tell us more about that and how this judge reacted to it.
This is going to be the hardest matter. The judge wanted to set a next court appearance for Donald Trump. The prosecution and special counsel wanted to pick the first available date, and Donald Trump and his lawyers wanted to pick the last available date. And so it's going to be a push and a pull. The special counsel's office says they want to go to trial under the Speedy Trial Act. They are ready to start sharing information with Donald Trump and his defense lawyers relatively soon. But as you mentioned, John Lauro says he's not aware of the magnitude of evidence in this case yet. There could be reams of paper documents, electronic evidence, years-long investigation, and he thinks it might be absurd to follow the speedy trial rules. He says he wants Trump to get a fair trial, not a fast one, and the magistrate judge said she could guarantee in this courthouse that he would get a fair trial.
Well, we have a date for the next hearing in this case, August 28th. It's just a few weeks away. That suggests to me that this is going to be a speedy trial. How do you read it?
Yes, Judge Tanya Chutkan, a longtime public defender who was appointed to this bench by former President Obama, is relatively no-nonsense and tough. She's going to preside over the next hearing at the end of the month, and the magistrate says Judge Chutkan wants to set a trial date at that hearing. The open question, Jeff, is, Trump already faced his trial in March in New York City over those alleged hush money payments to the adult film star Stormy Daniels. He's set for trial in May of 2024 over the Mar-a-Lago documents, allegedly classified documents found at Rose Resort. So it's hard to see when in that busy schedule making notice this January 6th case for trial. More will be unclear by the end of the month about what the judge wants to say and do there for sure.
Well, on that point, in the roughly minute we have left, as you mentioned, the former president is facing three trials in three separate jurisdictions. He's also obviously running for president again. Has the Trump legal team given any indication of how they intend to sequence all of this, handle all of it?
I think their strategy is to delay as much as possible or as long as possible. So even though he has trial dates set next year in two of these cases, I'm not at all sure he won't go back to the judge and ask for additional delays. And with respect to this January 6th case, I think the defense's preference is to try this case after the election. Jeff, that's important because if Trump actually wins the election and becomes the president again, he could pardon himself or direct his new attorney general to get rid of these federal cases altogether.
Gary Johnson of NPR, we're so grateful to have you as our eyes and ears in that courtroom on this historic day.
More than 1,000 people have been federally charged in the Capitol riot case on January 6, which happened in January 6, 2020. Let's hear the other headline news of today from Stephanie Saif of PBS NewsHour.
Imposed the death penalty on the gunman who carried out the worst attack on Jews in U.S. history. Robert Bowers killed 11 people at the Tree of Life Synagogue in Pittsburgh in 2018. He never expressed any remorse. Before the sentencing today, U.S. District Judge Robert Colville told the court that, quote, there is nothing I can say to him that might be meaningful. The U.S. military is said to be considering a major new move to stop Iran from seizing commercial ships in the Persian Gulf. Reports today said officials are actively considering putting armed troops on civilian vessels. The Pentagon has already sent more warships and planes to the region. Federal prosecutors announced the arrest today of two Navy sailors alleging they provided sensitive military information to China. Both men had national security clearances and were stationed in Southern California. Charges include sharing details on wartime exercises, naval operations, and critical technical material. Both sailors pleaded not guilty in federal court. In Niger, hundreds of people marched the country's independence from French rule in 1960 with a rally supporting last week's military coup. At a crowded square in the capital, protesters denounced the West African regional bloc known as ECOWAS that has condemned the coup.
The people are coming, and we are going to demonstrate to all the ECOWAS countries and all those who are taking on popular and inhumane measures against Niger, which is in the process of freeing itself from the yoke of colonization.
Niger's ousted president, democratically elected Mohamed Bazoum, described himself as a hostage in a Washington Post op-ed published this evening. He warned the coup could have devastating consequences if it succeeds. A man in South Korea drove a car onto a crowded sidewalk today, injuring 5 people. He then jumped out and stabbed 9 more. Local reports said one person has died. It happened at a shopping mall outside Seoul. The unidentified suspect, a man in his 20s, was arrested at the scene. Police called it terrorism but did not give details. Meantime, South Korea is hosting the World Scout Jamboree amid triple-digit heat. More than 40,000 people are attending, and at least 600 have been treated for heat exhaustion in the first 2 days. Dozens of military doctors and nurses have deployed to help treat patients suffering headaches and dizziness and nausea. Organizers say more help is on the way.
To prepare for more patients with heat-related illnesses, we are going to install more air conditioners for 5 hubs. There are already air conditioners in place, but we feel that we need more in this kind of heat.
Texas A&M University announced a $1 million settlement today with Kathleen McElroy, a black journalism professor at the University of Texas. A&M had hired her to run the journalism department, but she rejected the offer when it became known it had been significantly reduced over her support of diversity and inclusion. The school's president resigned in July.
A report on Saudi farm in mid-United States and a water shortage due to that for local people. A report by CBS News.
Tracy reports officials are now working to cancel those controversial leases.
This was your
well. This was my well.
And now you got
nothing but dust.
Arizona cattle rancher Brad Mead
says his well went dry. The toss are all it's gone.
Because of his neighbor's farm down the road. It's run by Fundamente, owned by one of the largest dairy companies in Saudi Arabia. It grows alfalfa here to feed cattle back in the Middle East. It's illegal to grow it in Saudi Arabia because it uses so much water.
So when you look out there and you see all that green, what do you think?
I see money leaving America. I see water getting depleted.
It's pure insanity.
Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays, a Democrat, says Fundamente bought vast tracts of land in western Arizona where there are no regulations on how much water can be pumped out of the ground, so the state so doesn't monitor it. Fundamente also leases thousands of acres from the state itself. Deals approved by state officials no longer in office. Fundamente pays nothing for the water itself.
We cannot afford to give our water away, frankly, to anyone, let alone the Saudis, for free.
As we talked, we saw a series of trucks hauling dried alfalfa off of one of the state-owned properties.
So cows in Saudi Arabia are essentially drinking Arizona water.
Correct.
The scale of the problem is obvious from above.
I mean, that is a lot of green down there.
Using millions upon millions of gallons of precious groundwater.
Mays says Arizona's cities, including Phoenix, will need that water as they face potentially drastic cuts from the drought-ravaged Colorado River. Fundamente declined our request for an interview. What it's doing is not illegal. But since our story first aired, the state revoked approval for two additional Fundamente wells and is considering canceling some of its leases on state-owned land when they expire next year.
It is a scandal that the state of Arizona allowed this to happen. It shouldn't be happening, and it needs to come.
Let's hear a news wrap which is narrated by Amy Goodman of Democracy Now! The topics included are Brazil, Nigeria, Iran, China, Portugal. Let's hear what she has
Iran's
discovered
government ordered a
in these
two-day
countries.
nationwide shutdown amidst an unprecedented heat wave. Iran's state news agency reports that 1,000 people have been hospitalized for heat-related ailments in recent days as temperatures in some cities soared to 50 degrees Celsius or 123 degrees Fahrenheit. In northern China, the death toll from unrelenting rainfall has risen to 20, with more than 1 million residents of Beijing and other cities forced to evacuate, flooding that left widespread damage. Beijing saw more than 29 inches of precipitation between Saturday and Wednesday morning, its heaviest rainfall in at least 140 years. In Japan, the Tokyo Medical Examiner's Office says 73 people died last month of heat-related illnesses, while in South Korea, the government reports at least 23 heat-related deaths since May. This week, hundreds of participants at the 25th World Scout Jamboree have fallen ill from heat exhaustion, with some 400 cases reported on Tuesday evening alone. Meanwhile, South America is experiencing one of the most extreme weather events on record, with temperatures in parts of Chile and Argentina topping 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the dead of winter. Raul Cordero, a climatologist from the University of Santiago, says the unprecedented winter heat could threaten water supplies to major cities in the months ahead.
One of the problems of high temperatures during winter is that they quickly melt seasonal snow. In countries like Chile, the provision of water during the dry season, spring and summer, relies on the natural storage that's in the mountain snowpack. It's a natural reservoir that provides water to communities in big cities in central Chile.
A new report by Climate Central finds global heating made the month of July hotter for more than 80% of humanity, more than 6.5 billion people. In Niger, the leader of the military junta that deposed President Mohamed Bazoum on July 26 says he'll defy any attempts to restore the former president by force, as leaders of the ECOWAS bloc of West African countries threaten military action unless the coup is reversed by August 6. General Abdurrahman Chiani made the comments in the nationally televised address Wednesday.
El Consejo Nacional por la Seguridad de la Patria. The National Council for Safeguarding the Homeland rejects all sanctions and refuses to yield to any threat, wherever it may come from. We reject any interference in Niger's internal affairs.
Major cities across Niger have been experiencing rolling blackouts after Nigeria cut supplies of electricity as part of sanctions imposed on Niger. This week, French soldiers evacuated hundreds of French nationals and other Europeans from Niger, and on Wednesday, the U.S. State Department ordered the evacuation of non-emergency personnel and family members from its embassy in Niger's capital, Niamey. The Biden administration told CNN it has no plans to withdraw some 1,100 U.S. troops in Niger. In Tunisia, President Kais Saied has dismissed the Prime Minister, appointing former central bank executive Ahmed Al-Chani as a replacement. He faces a spiraling economic crisis and public anger over President Saied's policies and what has been deemed an executive coup. Many Tunisian citizens expressed indifference at the sudden change in leadership.
I no longer pay much attention to the outgoing minister.
Last week in Sao Paulo State, police killed 16 people during a 5-day raid in what appears to be retaliation following the fatal shooting of an officer. Protesters took to the streets after the deadly raid in the coastal city of Guarujá. In Brazil, at least 45 people have been killed in police raids targeting gangs over the past week in Sao Paulo State. Police killed 16 people during a 5-day raid in what appears to be retaliation following the fatal shooting of an officer. Protesters took to the streets after the deadly raid in the coastal city of Guarujá.
A report on Saudi farm in the United States and a water shortage due to that for local people. A report by CBS News.
We want to tell our public servant that we do not accept paying for the bullet that kills our children. Sao Paulo's right-wing governor Tarcísio de Freitas is a close ally of the former President Jair Bolsonaro and has been cast as a likely contender to run for the presidency after Bolsonaro was barred from holding office until 2030. Mexican authorities say they're working to identify a body found trapped in the floating barrier of buoys installed by Texas in the Rio Grande. The U.S. Justice Department has sued Texas over Governor Greg Abbott's floating barrier, while Mexico says it violates a water treaty and could encroach on its territory. This comes as the Houston Chronicle reports Texas troopers have been separating migrant families who entered the U.S. by detaining and separating fathers on trespassing charges and an apparent violation of guidelines issued in 2021. Meanwhile, a new report by 2 advocacy groups reveals workers at the Department of Homeland Security regularly abuse migrants at the U.S.-Mexico border with impunity, citing, quote, the misuse of lethal force, intimidation, sexual harassment, and falsifying documents. The Fitch Ratings credit rating agency has downgraded the U.S. government's long-term debt from AAA status to the lesser AA plus rating. The move could make it harder for the Treasury to attract investors in U.S. government bonds. On Wednesday, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen blasted the decision as entirely unwarranted.
At the end of the day, Fitch's decision does not change what all of us already know. The Treasury securities remain the world's preeminent safe and liquid asset, and that the American economy is fundamentally strong.
In downgrading the U.S. credit rating, Fitch and analysts cited a, quote, steady deterioration in standards of governance over the last 20 years, unquote. This follows drawn-out negotiations between the White House and Republican leaders over the debt ceiling, which narrowly averted a default on the nation's debt in June. Met Wednesday with survivors of sexual abuse by clergy during a trip to Lisbon, Portugal. The visit comes in the wake of a report which found priests and other church officials in Portugal likely abused 5,000 children or more since 1950. Pope Francis also called out Portugal's Catholic leaders for their inaction and dismissal of the survivors, and said the church needed purification from a string of child abuse scandals.
They call for a humble and constant purification, starting from the cry of pain of the victims, always to well.
I am thankful to all news resources for their continuous cooperation. I am also thankful to the viewers for their privilege of time. Have a good night.